next finalist in the CRM category is Tsai, President and Co-founder, AdMaster China.
Hi everyone, it's me again. It's the last time you're gonna see me on stage. So here I'm gonna share a case that we have done with Nissan that we actually help them to build up. We're actually their technology partner for measurement and data. So we try to combine their media data with their CM data to achieve a goal that help them to save costs and increase return. So first, we are their measurement provider. So we help them to collect their online data, and we work with their CRM partner, which is Avato in this case. So eventually, what we try to do is that, given that they have built up their DMP, but the DMP data, their DMP actually at the very beginning didn't integrate their CM data into the platform. And so what we see here is that for their online leads generated by media activities, by all kinds of media campaigns, there's only like 0.2% conversion all the way from leads to real sales. So the work process is like this. Okay, you have impression, click, landing, registration, and through online activities. And then we pass that online leads to their call center, they call, and then close the deal. Turn out only 0.2% at the very beginning. And so the task is actually quite simple. First, they want to know that if the conversion is so low, is there any way we can do to help them to save their CRM call center cost? That's the first task. And the second one is that if we know that who are the ones that we should reach out to, can we build up a model for them that they can take this data, take this model to go and reach them through other media activities? So first step, which is quite straightforward, we try to identify the people that actually have seen their ads, click on their ads, landed on the site, registered, and compare that online behavior with their CRM data, which is something that actually the one that actually closed the deal, which has done the sales. So this is just very simple example is that for those that actually have viewed your websites for over 3 to 30 pages, those are the ones that are highly likely to close the deal in the end. Okay, so there's a data mapping between their DMP cookie data with their CM database. And then we run analytics like this. And so after the integration, after the mapping with their CM data, CM ID and cookie ID, we then generate a unified ID system for Nissan itself. And so after analyzing those IDs, we then can come up with a very straightforward regression model like this, that we actually analyze the device that actually browses your ads, browse your sites, and also, for example, like the visit source. Where are the people that actually comes from, landed on your sites, and actually did the registration? And also, we check their site visit behaviors. How many times do they see your ads? Do they actually browse your sites? And what kind of interactions has been done there? And also the last one is that where do they actually perform? Actually, where they leave their information and where they register for a test drive. And after running this, we come up with a score, okay? And through API, we actually send this score with unified ID to their call center, and then the call center is just based on this data to do the calling. And the result is actually quite simple, that we found that for those high-quality scores, high-quality audience that we generated based on their online behavior, and 45% of them actually generates 92% of the sales in the end. So it's not only for test drive, it's actually car sales. So in terms of number, not in terms of value. In terms of volume, not the value yet. And so right now, it's actually a pretty standard practice that in Nissan China, that for every leads generated online before the call, they need to have a score based on our modeling, and then just to perform this. So they save about 50% of the calls on call center, generate pretty similar value. Okay, and what's next? The next is that since we actually analyze a group of people that with very high potential buying power of your car, and so what we did is that we take that constantly taking a group of audience through CRM database, through their online activities, and then we use a lookalike model, and we enrich the data with third party, for example, like the big data players in China, like BATs and others, and to enrich the data, and then again, Nissan just to use through their DMP and through their ad server, which is also us, to do targeting again. So also quite straightforward result here is that after this model, for the campaigns they have launched, the conversion usually is double than regular buy. Okay. So pretty simple and straightforward results here is that media activities return doubled, and for their CRM activities, their call centers save at least 50% of their cost regularly. And we see that, so totally it's like 4 times return in the end. And right now it's actually getting quite regular. As echoing my, this morning's presentation, these are what brands doing now in China, that they build their own data assets, and then try to embed more and more applications on that. So media activities usually comes first, and now it's getting more and more on sales and CRM. Okay, thank you.
Any questions for Ethan?
Hi. You gave one example, how you differentiate the high-quality leads based on the number of pages they visited. Do you have some more examples on how to identify the high-quality leads?
We actually, first, we help them to track their every digital media touch points. So we're like, we are the measurement company there. So every media activities, we have a tracking code there, and we actually collect cookie for them. That's one. And so the high quality parts, we actually map our cookie with their CRM data with Avato. So actually they push us back the one that actually through their online activities, through their online registration, actually closed the deal. So we know that actually who closed the deal. And so we take out those numbers, we take out those audience, and then just to run in our database that what's the behavior before they actually register, before they actually do test drive, before they actually purchase a car. And so in that case, we're able to know that the high quality, the definition is very simple. It's the one that actually bought the car. And so, yeah, it's through a integrated mapping with their CRM data, we are able to do this.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Just a point of clarification. So you're effectively able to onboard existing Nissan CRM data to also exclude customers from activity, so recent purchases of Nissans?
Yeah, but in this case now, we only onboard the part that is registered through online activities. For example, if people go to their distributors and leave information there, we don't touch that. We haven't touched that yet, right? So only onboard the online parts, because we actually our measurement, our tracking stops by the time when they leave the information for test drive, but we don't actually touch their CRM database ID before this. So. Okay.
Great, thank you, Ethan.
Thank you.